Hello students, Logan Phillips here, and this is going to be an introduction to your Microsoft Word 2013 syllabus. Now, the very first thing I would like to do is actually show you how to get to your syllabus so that we can actually start working with it. Now, as a student in my Microsoft Word course, it does not matter if it's a 4, 8, or 16-week class, it should be formatted the exact same. And the very first thing you're going to land on is your announcements page. And then on the left-hand side, the first link is going to be your begin here, which is where you're watching this video at right now. In fact, you're watching this video. Below that, you're going to find the syllabus and pacing link. And you can see here, the syllabus is the very first one, the pacing schedule is the second, and then you have your first assignment, which is a syllabus quiz. It's a 2-question quiz. It's not going to cause you a lot of trouble, but that's what keeps you in your class and gives you 10 points upon completion. So we're going to download the syllabus and take a look at it and walk through it just very, very quickly. So once you've downloaded it, you're going to get a syllabus that looks very much like this. Now again, it does not matter if you're in my 4, 8, or 16-week class, as the material in the syllabus is exactly the same. It's just the time constraint of the dates that's going to be modifying. Now the very first thing you're going to see on the top left corner is what course you are actually in. And it will give you your CERN number, your course number, and tell you the class. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the dates that your class is going to start and finish. And below that, the Northeast campus is the campus that I am at. I am a Northeast campus faculty. Now, I may teach at Owasso or Glenpool or other places, but I am located at the Northeast campus. And to the right, you'll see the semester we're in, the year you're taking the course, and the physical location. So if you're taking it on an online class, it'll say online. If you're doing it face-to-face, then this will give you a room number here on the right-hand side. Now, below that, you're going to have my first section where I give my contact information. If you ever need to contact me, you can always do it at 595-7451, or send me an email at loganphillips1@tulsacc.edu. Now, my typical office hours are Tuesday through Thursday from 10 to 3 p.m., or by appointment only, depending on where I'm teaching classes or how I'm teaching them. So if you need to speak with me, just let me know, and I will make sure that we get organized to have that conversation. Now, if you need something more that I can't provide, you can always call my division dean. His name is David Poth, and we're in the Business and Information Technology division. Now, when you're contacting me, be aware that outside of TCC, I have other jobs. In fact, I run a farm. And if you watched my introduction video, you even saw my wonderful cow. Now, on the weekends and at nighttime, when I get home and leave TCC, I have to go and I do farm chores. And so I take off my Professor P hat and I put on my Farmer Logan hat. And so I give myself 24 hours during the week to respond to any emails you send me. And I give myself 48 hours on the weekend to respond. So if you catch me at night on Friday evening, you're probably not going to hear back from me until Monday morning. So 24 during the week and 48 hours during the weekend to get a response from me. Now, I do try to respond as quickly as I'm capable, but those are the time limits I give myself. Now, this is not an introductory course, so you are expected to have basic computer knowledge like how to open up the internet, how to utilize browsers, download files, and those type of items that you should have learned in CSCI 1203 Computer Concepts. If you do not know these items or you have not taken that course, please speak with me because you'll need special consideration to be inside my class. After you've taken this class, I strongly suggest you move on to Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Access, get into some computer programming, or even some network fundamentals. Now, as a student in this course, you're going to be focusing on the Microsoft 2013 environment. And we're going to be working from the very basics to advanced features of Microsoft Word 2013. And to do that, you're going to have some required materials. The textbook in this class is not required, but if you'd like to purchase it, you can find it here with the ISBN located on the syllabi. But what is required for every student is the SIMnet access code. And you can buy the SIMnet access code either from the Northeast Campus Bookstore, the West Campus Bookstore, online from either of those bookstores, or online directly from McGraw-Hill and SIMnet themselves. You can find those links on the Blackboard webpage. You are also expected, because this is a technology-based class, to be able to have Microsoft Office 2013 or better. I strongly suggest using Office 2016. The TCC does give this to you for free, and you can download that. You can find it by calling 595-2000 and speaking with the TCC IT Support Division. Now, I would strongly suggest you have an updated computer that is working. If not, you're going to have very big difficulties with this class. Now, this is a business application specialist course, which means I am preparing you to take the MOS certification class from Microsoft, which is a globally recognized certification that states that you are a master user of Microsoft Word. Now, we're going to have some course objectives or outcomes that by the time you finish this class that I expect that you as a student will be able to accomplish. And these outcomes and objectives really relate to how I run the class. We have discussion boards, we have quizzes, exams, there's lectures on Blackboard. All of our work will be accomplished using this SimNet environment, minus a select few pieces. In Blackboard, you'll have lectures that are recorded videos of me. You'll have possibility of some bonus opportunities as I see fit. And you'll have discussion boards for student-to-student interactions or an emergency access to teacher section, which is a student-to-me interaction. So there are some pieces around here that focus and build those outcomes. Now for the assignments, again, all your assignments are accomplished on the SimNet environment. You'll find your grade books inside the SimNet environment, not inside Blackboard. There are unit quizzes, section quizzes, computer chapter quizzes, and final exams, and those type of things. All inside the SimNet environment. Inside of Blackboard, you're going to find two different discussion boards. One is called the Water Cooler Forum. If you go online and you find any interesting information, I ask that you share it with me. If you find a cool instructional video or a funny cat video, I want to see them both. And so just post them in the Water Cooler Forum. That way it doesn't disrupt the regular flow of class. And of course, if you have any questions for me, it's an ungraded forum. You don't get any points for it. But you can post in the Emergency Ask the Teacher forum, and I will respond as soon as I see that post. That way the whole class gets to see it, and it's not just a one-on-one interaction. Now this class is graded by traditional methods. It's 100 to 90 is an A, 89 to an 80 is a B, 79 to 70 is a C. And with that stated, I want you to understand that I do not round grades at all. So if you get a 79.9999999, you will get a C in my class. If you would like to get a higher grade, make sure you're checking your SimNet, and I give you multiple attempts on every single assignment. You are free to earn the grade that you feel you deserve, but you have to do the work. I do not round grades, I do not give grades, and I very seldom give bonus points. So make sure you get in there and earn the grade that you're wanting. As a student at TCC, they gave you a TCC email address. This is the address that is connected to the Blackboard web pages. So all of my course announcements, course changes, lecture videos, housekeeping videos, end-of-week videos, all will be going to your TCC email address. So make sure you're checking that email address frequently. Now, this is a technology course. I expect that you have access to technology such as computers. You can access that technology here in our labs. You can access it at any public library, or you can access it at home if you happen to have it at home. But you must have access to technology to complete this course, including an updated computer and one that's running the Microsoft Office 2013 or Office 2016 versions. Now, late assignments. If you're in a 4-week course, no assignments will be accepted after the final Sunday of class at 11:59 p.m. If you're in an 8 or a 16 or an 8, a 12, a 14, or a 16-week course, your final day is the final Tuesday of class. The final Tuesday of class at 11:59 p.m. If the second it becomes that next day, class is over and no assignments will be given, no extensions of due dates for any circumstance. And I apologize if you go into the hospital, if you have catastrophic computer failure, no extensions for any reason will be given after that final due date on a 4-week class, the final Sunday. On an 8, a 12, 14, or 16, the final Tuesday on the final week. Now, as a student, you are expected to do your own work. We all know that the internet houses all kinds of information, and if you stumble upon someone else's work that has accomplished these projects and you turn them in as your own, TCC or SimNet will alert me to that situation and will show me that you plagiarized, and that can cause things like you receiving an F on the assignment, receiving an F in my class, being removed from TCC, and loss of financial aid. So this is a very computer-heavy class, and it is tracked very, very easily because they have databases of every student that's ever done this course. And all the work is digitally signed in programming underneath the assignments. So don't try to pass off someone else's work as your own. It will flag you, and I'll be forced to either give you a zero in the class, or turn you in for academic dishonesty, which can get you removed from TCC. So do your own work. You're paying for this class to learn knowledge. You can't get that knowledge by giving someone else's work. Now, attendance in my classes are not mandatory, but any lecture I give is worth 2 points. You have a variety of ways to take those lectures. If you're a face-to-face student, the way to do that is a 2 point. If you're an online or a hybrid student, you can watch the lectures online or come to class. So I encourage you to make sure you watch the lectures, but TCC attendance for my classes is not mandatory. Now, what is mandatory is accomplishing the syllabus quiz, the Blackboard introductions, and logging into the SimNet environment within the first week of class. If you're a 4-week class, that means you must do it by Wednesday. If you're in an 8 or a 12, 14, or 16-week class, you must log in and take your syllabus quiz, your Blackboard introductions, and log into SimNet by the end of the first week on Sunday. So don't miss out on those deadlines. If you miss those deadlines, you'll be receiving a WN in my class and be removed from the class as non-participant. Now, your TCC Student Handbook, you are expected as a student to understand and have read this. There are general education goals and institutional statements inside of those that you need to know. But the biggest one is the Disability Resource Center. If you have a disability, I ask that you please go to the EAC, talk to them so that they can give me information on modifying your course. If you have not spoken to the EAC and you do have a disability, I cannot modify your class in any way until the EAC has contacted me. So please go, give them a call at 595-7115, send them an email, or go over to their office and talk to them if you do have a disability. Now, changes to the syllabus can happen. Errors can be found on it, modifications to the grading policy. As an instructor of this course, any modifications I make will be announced on Blackboard and sent out to your Tulsa CC email address. As an adult learner in college, you are expected to know the calendar and withdrawal by my courses by the dates of full refund. If that is necessary, I ask that you don't withdraw from my courses and hopefully complete it. But if something happens and you need to withdraw from my class, make sure you're checking your TCC calendar. As an instructor, I do not give administrative withdrawals and I do not give incomplete grades. So I found that neither one of those work well for the student. So if you have not withdrawn, you will earn the grade that you earn. So if you do no work and you ask me for an administrative withdrawal, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give it to you. You're going to earn whatever grade you've accomplished in the class. So make sure you're checking your TCC calendars. Now, you need computer use. We are a tobacco-free campus, and we need to be respectful to each other in the classroom. That includes netiquette and the online classrooms. I ask you please be respectful to each other, please be respectful to me, and please be respectful about yourself. We are a college that encourages open, dynamic views. Just because someone disagrees with you with politically, religiously, or on any other manner, that does not mean their speech should be restricted, but it should be formed in a respectful way. This is not a safe space. This is an open intellectual area for you to expand and grow, and I encourage you to do that even in the discussion boards, the water cooler forum, through the simulations, through interconnected work with your fellow students, or through me and being exposed to some new ideas. I hope that you guys learn a lot in my class. I hope that you enjoy the course and you enjoy me as a teacher. I go out of my way to make sure that you're given every tool you need to be able to succeed, and I will help you in any way I can possibly do. So if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, please let me know. I'm here for you. I am your professor, Logan Phillips. Have a very fruitful day.